This is a camel. Welcome to Goose Quack.
Welcome to Goose Quack!
What's
Hey!
up?
What's up?
Hi.
So
Keep my
stupid.
camel right
2 months
there.
late, guys.
So stupid.
I will.
Joseph
The fact that it's
says-
2 months late is not important. We're getting
Yeah,
it
we're
done.
not gonna worry
No,
about
he's
that.
not gonna
Actually
sit there.
doing it.
Yeah, sorry
Right.
because of the scheduling for Tuck and auditions for the spring shows, we just could not find a time for all of us to reconvene and film our
Yes.
podcast. So we're doing it now. So sorry
Yay.
for the another month delay, y'all. We promise that we'll be somewhat consistent after this.
My semester is so messed up. I got a 5 p.m. class, dude. That should be
well,
illegal.
yes, that should be illegal.
It
Yeah,
should be.
but we're gonna come with this sometime near the end of the month. I want to do another Goose Quack games if that's possible.
Yes.
Because it went really well last time, and I know you guys are loving it. So yeah, this is our two.
What?
Sorry, I heard a pow pow from like the stream. Like, hello.
Adam, were you beating your camel?
I'm like, who
No,
got?
I'm very-
I'm like, guys, who got shot? Anyway, we. Oh,
Chicken
I'm trying
jockey.
okay, no. So before we
Mm-mm.
get into the episode, do we have any congratulations to give? I know break a leg to the cast of Mermaid that is going to tech this upcoming week.
Woo.
It's
It's
gone
Lillian
so
Shelton's
fast.
birthday today.
Yes, if Lillian Shelton's watching this, happy birthday!
Happy
Woo!
birthday.
Woo!
Yes,
Go
happy
watching that.
birthday.
Wish Lily a happy birthday in the comments.
It'll be
Um,
later, but yay.
I think we're 4
Also,
months
Adam's is
behind, though.
tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we are.
We're
So
so
congrats
far
to
behind.
Joseph. Congrats
Yeah,
to
probably.
Joseph. Congrats to all the cast on the
Joseph.
spring shows.
Congrats to all the
Congrats-
auditioners. Congrats to people who got casted. We're
Yes,
so far behind.
congratulations to Tuck for finishing their run.
Yes.
Congrats to Lord. Yes, thank you, Adam. You're so kind. Oh my God, words, y'all.
Congrats
Ooh,
to words.
Congrats to
Yes.
words.
congrats to
Thank you
words.
for words.
Thank you, words.
This podcast wouldn't be
Um,
possible without words.
You got a point, dog. You got a big point. Anyway,
Love Frankie.
oh my goodness. Thank you to
Congrats
Frankie for
to
making this
Frankie.
episode
Thank
happen.
you to Frankie and
Congratulations
Frankie.
to Frankie. Yes.
Thank you. This is a
Yes.
camel. Anyway, I think
It is a
our
camel.
last one is. Oh, is there a congratulations to give now? Just break a leg to all the spring shows going into their tech and their shows. And yeah, congrats to the Singing in the Rain team. Woohoo, that's very exciting. We have a tag team. Susical
Maddie!
Tucson, Sherry Voida directing. Hello, that's gonna eat.
Musical.
Whoa.
Susical,
I
man.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's Sherry, it's Brandon AD, Ashley on vocal, and Mika for choreo. It's
Woo!
tag team. And Carol
And
Neal
yeah.
is show coordinating, stage managing,
Stage manager.
stage manager, and
Okay.
Mary Ramsauer is
The coordinator.
coordinator.
Nice.
That's what I'm looking for. So y'all, Joseph,
Yay.
Yay.
and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Jack and I have more lore on Joseph. Adam, I'm gonna crash out. Yeah,
Okay.
Jack and I have a little extra Joseph lore because we were in the one back in 2019 when CCT did Joseph. I was a part of the children's chorus, and and Jack was Asher.
Shout out to Blake Burke.
Shout out to Blake. Shout out to Blake.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to
That's my
Blake
job.
for being Jack Cruz in Joseph.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, we have a lot of lore from that one because I remember Jack, that was one of your first ever dancing roles, I think ever.
Wait, Wizard of Oz was before.
Wizard of
Before
Oz
Joseph.
was before.
Wizard of Oz is where I had like my first like big dance number, and then Joseph I was dancing nonstop, singing nonstop.
Yep.
Didn't have to act. It was my dream show. Literally
Heck
my
yeah.
dream.
Literally
show.
your act. Yeah, seriously.
Yes.
Yeah,
I loved
that was really good. Do you remember did Ashley direct it or did Josh
Oh,
direct it?
oh, it
I think
was
they were
it
both
was
on the team.
it was Miss Ashley.
Oh yeah,
And
so
I think
Miss
I think
Ashley
Josh was
directed it.
the assistant director.
Yeah, Josh was AD, but I think Miss Ashley kind of like co-vocal
and,
directed.
and she was
too.
also she did both. Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
so
it
it's- yeah.
Hannah Weaver
Hannah,
was
Hannah
choreo?
Weaver was choreo for that
Yes.
one. Missed that woman. Shout out to Hannah.
She was just telling me about it
Mm.
a few months ago. I just realized that was a few months ago.
Yes, with your
Yeah.
amazing.
And also,
scene
she
partner,
had to
Amanda.
step in as she had to step in as like Potiphar's wife halfway through that show because we had an incident.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
He was
cast
that's
where-
what she was telling me about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Is-
another reason why
that
covers
is-
are where they are
This is
now.
before covers existed, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was just I've never seen before like an artistic member having to come in and actually play a role in the show. It doesn't happen.
It was pretty
It's not
awesome,
gonna
and she
happen anymore.
killed
Yeah,
it.
she
So.
killed it for sure. Yeah.
And if y'all know Manny Tijerena, he was Joseph.
My boy
Killed it.
Manny
My boy
My
Manny,
boy
Chip Tolentino
Manny.
himself.
lives right down the street.
He just got
somewhere.
He just got done playing Chip Tolentino in Spelling Bee at
in
OU.
Spelling Bee, yes.
Period.
I didn't see him in that. I didn't have time. I saw him in Rent though. He was absolutely amazing.
Oh, come on,
It was
Rent.
overall very.
Yes.
It was my first time seeing it live. I have a bad history not being able to see that show live.
See,
That's gonna
Rent.
take 10 minutes for me to describe it. Thank you, Adam. He actually
Thank you,
he
yes.
created his own show. It's coming. I think they're.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elevator Music.
Yes.
is
Oh
the
my
name of
god.
the
I almost
show.
said Glass Elevator. It's Elevator Music. I'm so sorry.
Glass
Manny.
Elevator. Come on,
I'm
Willy
so sorry.
Wonka,
Yes. Elevator
yes.
Music, and I already know that I can't see it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. Oh, I want
I heard
see it.
some stuff online, like the music and stuff. It sounds very
It looks
good.
really good. All right, so yeah, Jack and I did it back in 2019. It was a really
Yes.
good show.
Manny was
Maddie,
amazing as Joseph.
yes,
And
Manny killed it.
Maddie as the
Maddie
narrator.
Driver as the narrator, man,
Yes.
incredible
Yay.
casting. Luke Cabell's dad, Kevin Cabell as Jacob
Mm-hmm.
was legendary. Jeremy freaking Diesel as
As Potiphar.
Potiphar, stacked.
And
Really?
You
I
cannot
didn't know he was,
and you
he was an
cannot
actor.
You cannot find a better like suit for Pharaoh, because I mean, like, look, like, dude,
Steven
whenever we did it in CCT, they announced it, and we were all like, so Steve is Pharaoh, right? We all kind of had the instinct that Steve got Pharaoh, and he did.
I
and
need
he
to
was
see
good.
this. I need to see that.
He was
Oh my gosh.
phenomenal.
My DVD is in a forbidden
Boomtown.
a forbidden temple in the jungle. I have no clue where it is.
Ask them to mail it to me. It's fine. It's
Forbidden
fine.
Temple. in
It's
the
it's
middle.
probably in Doha somewhere, or like
It's
or like,
in
or like
Doha.
a Goodwill.
Goodwill is
I
crazy.
still have it.
Just imagine this random woman in the Middle East, just like, who are these kids? Just watching our Joseph. They're like,
It doesn't
"What
matter.
is
It's
going-"
good though, right? It's good.
It's great.
You like it?
It's good for the will.
Choreography. Oof. Ate it up. Ate down. Eat it up.
Yes, I love the choreography in that show.
It was really, really good. And then one of my favorite parts about the past Joseph was our set too. Both Josephs had pretty killer sets.
Oh yeah.
Because we had since we were at the Crichton instead of the Bender, we could make our set higher.
Yes.
So we didn't have, so for our Joseph we had a shorter set, but it was wider, so we can block more on it. We
Mhm.
had a taller set,
Yes.
and it was like 2 sets of stairs, like meeting like this, and they were painted to look like pyramids.
Yeah.
And we had the pyramid top on the top of the stage, so it looked
Yeah. Create an optical illusion for you.
well, yes. And then they would climb up the stairs and it would look really cool. And then for Go-Go
Mhm.
Joseph, there were like pieces of fabric that were like covering the steps, and we put lights in between, so like those pieces of
Mhm.
fabric would light up.
Yeah.
Which is where my mom got the inspiration for the LED lights for our show.
Oh.
Yeah,
full circle.
so yeah, that was a really really, really good show. Jack, do you have anything else to say?
My mom was in the show.
Yeah, she was.
It's the
And
only
she cooked.
It's the only show she's done. It's the only show she'll ever do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
she
Kreider
loves-
make table went hard.
The Kreider make table, absolutely.
Kreider make table, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Like, she told me that she loved doing the show and being with like friends and stuff, but like it's just
Mhm.
not her thing. But I get
Yeah.
that. It's completely fine. But she had a fun time, and that's what matters.
Period. Yeah, and she killed it. She cooked. Like, let's be real. And if y'all know Phil Harris, he did One More Angel in Heaven, and it was
Yes.
Yes,
good.
Phil.
Yeah, that was so, he killed that role.
Yes.
Yeah, that was just a really good show. And then Travis was Benjamin Calypso in that one.
I was gonna say that, but I couldn't
Oh,
remember if that
that'd
was
be
true or not.
cool.
Well, he wasn't Benjamin. He was
He was Judah. He was Adam.
Judah. Yes. Judah.
And
Well,
then
now I need to see this recording. Jeez.
I am
Now
Phil,
we-
I
Adam
was
is
Philip
Pharaoh.
Harris. And oh my god. Yeah, that was so fun. And then Luke Cabell sang Cain and David, right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, Luke
Yes,
Cabell,
yes,
who's
yes,
Bo
yes,
and
yes.
Liliana's oldest brother, who's in college and like doing all this stuff
He
now.
ain't in college anymore.
He ain't in college?
He
Oh, he's not?
He
Okay.
graduated almost a year ago. He was
Oh, well,
working
never
a
mind. He's-
job.
He's out of college now. Never
Bo
mind.
is
He's
in
doing
college, but-
engineering
yeah.
Bo is
stuff.
in college now. Yeah, Bo is in
Yes,
college.
Bo is a
But yeah, he's all married
at
now.
Texas
He was
A&M University, College Station.
heck yeah, and he was Kanan Days and William Bowman shared that title, which was really really good. So is that all for the 2019 lore?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
I think so. That's all I gotta say.
So can we go around and hello, why are my words? About who we all played in this Joseph. In our Joseph.
Sure.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I mean, you already
Hey.
said it. I was Judah, Benjamin
Yes.
Calypso. That was fun. So
I played Reuben. I was the oldest brother, and I got to sing One More Angel in Heaven, which was so much fun. I got to be Southern, which was great.
and I got to
Only
be
time
not
I've worn a cowboy
racist. We
hat.
did not do an accent for the show. We did not. We did not do a Jamaican accent for the show.
Thank God, because Adam is too white to do Jamaican.
Didn't Travis do one?
That's so true.
He kind of did like it was like a mix.
It was
wasn't
like a half and
full
half.
on.
No,
was
my
like a half and
vocal
half.
teacher was like, no remnants of an accent. There is
Paulina
nothing
said
there.
no. Absolutely.
No.
Her and
And
Jonah were super against it, which I don't blame them.
respect
Yeah,
that
no.
decision entirely.
But we kind of made it like beach vibes instead of like
Yes.
Yeah.
Jamaica, and like they came on with like my favorite part was we came on with big inflatable bananas.
Dude,
Wait, I
instead of
might
Jamaica,
have
they're
one
hitting you
too.
with the Santa Monica Pier. That's
Yes.
Hang on, guys.
Wait.
I think I might have one of the bananas.
And we also
Yes,
need
go
to
with
with
that.
check
And
to
while-
see who
while
was
she
And you
does
still
that,
haven't
Amanda,
said
who'd you
what?
play?
Okay.
I was
Okay.
the one who latched on to Isaac and Ethan's shins.
Yes,
Yay.
and that
What an
was
introduction.
That was as Pharaoh's fans. I was
And-
Pharaoh's
yes.
fans,
Also one of
Potiphar's
Potiphar's attendants.
attendants,
Banana.
Potiphar's wife attendants. Banana.
Or should I say
Banana,
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 banana, banana,
We also
banana,
had
banana.
4-foot bananas.
Yeah, there were 4-foot bananas, and I think Adam
was
ended up
crazy
with it at the
bananas.
front of the conga line.
Yeah, for the final
The
show,
final show.
Elizabeth was
The
actually
final
the one.
show was crazy for Joseph.
Yeah, Elizabeth
Got the
handed
banana.
me a giant banana for the ending of Benjamin Calypso, so I just kind of
Usually-
paraded around with it on stage. It was
Yeah, because
awesome.
usually Adam is just like chilling, and he's like, "Yes," while doing his like big falsetto high
dancey
notes,
stuff.
and he's just kind of vibing. And Elizabeth was like, "We are getting you a 4-foot banana for the front. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I have to run to the front and make a little bit out of it and hand you that banana. I am getting you."
And I did it, and it was really funny.
And we did it.
Yes,
it was awesome.
so funny.
Elizabeth, what did you play?
I was Dan's wife. Shout out to my ex-husband Jonathan.
Period.
Yes,
Jonathan.
Shout out to my ex-wife Molly.
Oh, shout out to my ex-wife Charity Bryan.
Oh, my queen, I miss her.
We all have exes on this
Shout
call.
out to
from
my
Joseph. I
ex-wife.
just-
Yeah,
Please
because
guide her.
Amanda also was married.
I was
Yeah,
married
my
to
brother.
Elizabeth's brother, and so
Great.
shout out to my ex-husband Lucas.
Yes. Shout out
Just
to
don't
my
worry about the
ex-wife,
age
Molly.
gap and everything's okay.
That was
Yeah,
That's not
great.
important.
That's why we divorced
There were
as soon as
some
we
there were
got on
some
stage.
wild age gaps in this show.
Yeah.
That's
'cause
why
it-
as soon as Lucas
The
and I
show
started
ended.
having conversations on stage, he was like, "Imagine being a single mother." I said, "What if I made you a single dad?" And so our whole conversation for the first few rehearsals was
I was
just
just like, what if we
our
divorced?
it was our divorce settlements. I was like, he was like, "So you'll have kids?" I was like, "No, I don't want the kids. Just I don't want
You
the kids.
don't want Savannah, Hampshire?
No, I want Savannah.
Is
She's
that are you getting your certificate? Oh man.
Yes.
mine's somewhere. I don't know
There's a
where mine is.
certificate of divorce.
Yes.
Heck
Did everyone?
yeah, man.
Did
I don't
every
know where
single
mine
person?
is.
Did every single person-
brother and
Yeah.
wife got divorced.
Courtesy of
did not-
Elizabeth.
They didn't all take them. I brought 22 divorce or 44 divorce papers or however many
20,
copies
24.
there were.
Wait, you did
So
this?
everyone could get divorced.
Yes,
Yeah.
Elizabeth did it.
I
10
thought.
people did. Yes, I did this.
Wow.
I did. I got divorced. Molly
Okay.
and I are split
Sorry,
up.
I thought you said that the artistic team did that, and I'm like, that's crazy.
No,
No,
Elizabeth,
no, no.
Elizabeth took it upon herself to design divorce papers and print them out. So all of the husbands and wives.
Yeah, I need to put this thing in a frame.
I need
Elizabeth,
to
you're-
put
you're a
mine on my
legend.
We'll go like
wall.
right there in my room.
Bro, I gotta put mine on my wall.
Were there any other people who weren't brothers and wives that signed it besides me and Lucas?
I think it was just you and Lucas.
Yes,
Oh.
Jocelyn and
Oh.
Isaac did.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay, that checks out. Yeah.
That makes me
With
feel
Isaac,
better.
there's like 4 of them in the show.
Yeah.
Brooke and Isaac got divorced. I knew that. You and Elise did
Yes.
like 2 weeks late.
I know,
Wait.
yeah.
I
Because
have
they forgot
pictures
to,
of
so
almost
Elizabeth
everyone.
brought them to a hype meeting and they divorced. So Elise has her papers and Adam has his papers. They divorced
I
at a
love
hype
that.
meeting.
Wow.
That's so funny.
So funny.
Yeah.
This is
Court
when
date
Yeah.
got pushed back 2 weeks.
Yes, took 2 weeks. They had a little consideration time, and they're like, never mind, we're gonna split.
No,
I
there
know
was no
Brooke and Isaac did
consideration.
I think
Will
it's
and
for the
Sam.
best.
Wait,
Will
I
and
have
Sam, I
pictures.
think.
All right. Ryan and Ella got divorced. Hallie and Rozzy got
Rozzy.
divorced.
I
Sam
love
and Will got
You have
divorced.
a
Hey,
list.
who was the third one?
Sam and Will
Oh, Samuel, yeah.
Are you looking
got
at the
divorced with
pictures?
Jonathan. Amanda and Luke got divorced. Jay and Molly got divorced. Lillian and
Shout out
Jonah
to
got
my
divorced. I think they were the first people. Yeah, that's all that I have pictures of.
Yeah, the pictures you have
Nice.
to order down.
Congratulations on your divorces.
Yay!
I guess.
The first
God, it was so
the first
funny
thing I
'cause-
told Elise as soon as we got like partners, I was like, I want a divorce. Took a bit. but
No,
we got
that's
there in
what's
the end.
crazy. Because y'all had that, and Molly and I, they're like, good to know. And Molly and I are close. So the first thing she turns to me and says is, what's your favorite condiment? Oh, God, this dog won't be quiet. So now my contact name in her phone is Ranch Girly, and hers in mine is Ketchup Girly. So that's where that came from.
Which dog is
awesome.
being loud, Jay?
Moose, actually.
Moose, shut up.
Really?
Moose.
Moose.
It was just one. She heard something. And she was just barking once. But I'll mute.
She
if
heard me. That's what
doesn't
she
yet.
heard.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of the husbands and wives ended up getting divorced, which I
It
thought
was
was
so fun.
very funny.
It
Not,
was so fun.
were there people who
It's a
didn't
fitting
get
way.
divorced?
There are some that stay
Yes.
together.
Huh.
Molly
Hey,
framed
Who?
Dars as like a half divorce.
What does that mean?
How does that
No,
work?
because I was talking to her about how I wanted her to do Hades Town at the show reveal, and she's like, no, but I can't because of Cheer. And I'm like, wow, I guess then we're officially divorced. She goes, no, but you'll always be my kind of not. I'm like, what does that mean?
That's
and
not
she didn't
how it
explain what
works.
it meant. I know. I tried explaining that to
Is
her.
it
and
like
she
you're
didn't
married every
understand.
other day or
I'm like, are we divorced? Are we not divorced? She's like,
are
I
we
don't
married
know.
in 6-hour periods? like how's it gonna
6-hour
work?
periods is crazy
like
work.
1 week
My
married,
favorite
1
thing
week
is
not?
It's every other
When I'm
minute is
talking
when
about
y'all are
Joseph?
together.
Huh?
Amanda.
Wait, no, what'd you
Oh.
say? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said my favorite thing is when I'm talking to my friends about Joseph, I'll mention my ex-husband. And people who don't know the lore just go,
Excuse me? Aren't you 17?
I was like, how old are you again?
Amanda, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying, like, you're together every other minute, and then the other times you're divorced.
It's just like 60 seconds. We're talking like, okay, bye, go away from me. Okay, come back.
Hold on, I
Yeah.
got you.
One of my favorite memories from Joseph was callbacks for Joseph because it was me, Ryan. Were you called back for one more Angel,
No.
Adam? Okay, it was
I
me,
was really sad,
Ryan,
but, you know,
William
it's okay.
Bowman, and oh, was that it?
Isaac St. Michael?
No, it was one other person.
Yeah, I wasn't a
Was-
lot of people for that one.
For one
Isaac
more
St. Michael was
Angel.
your cover though, Jay.
It was Isaac, yeah. Yeah, then oh yeah, you're right. It was Isaac. It was Isaac. But it was me, Ryan, Will, and Isaac who were called back for who were called back for all the Solo brothers and Joseph, I believe. No, Isaac St. Michael wasn't called back for Joseph. But when we were doing One More Angel, my mom was like, okay, just to switch it up, this is the last callback of the day, so we're gonna have fun. So Ashley, sit in a chair on the stage and be Jacob. I'm gonna choose one person to sing, and the rest of you will be the brothers.
That's so fun.
So we can
Wait,
interact.
hold up.
I had something like that.
It's been a
once.
minute. Jay, you and Molly are married again.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not gonna start that every
Did you
minute.
actually set a timer on
I
your
did.
Why?
Why not? As soon
That-
as he
keep
said it's like
track,
every 60
man.
seconds, I was like, okay.
Could be
Yeah,
And he,
so
start
sorry,
talking
sorry,
at the right
continue.
time.
I instantly raised my hand and I'm like, can we come on with a funny way to go on if we can't do the whistle? And my mom was like, yes, let's have fun. So I walked on, we were doing like the thing where we like walked, but like the hands were in like the belt loops, and we were like, ding. That was mine. My favorite one was Ryan, where he was like, can we get in a conga line and cry?
That's the one we used for the show.
That's the one we used for the show. So Ryan couldn't whistle, so we were all like, doing like step touches and a conga line.
That is so good.
I could whistle. I could whistle when I didn't have to. So I did it like a million times during rehearsals, and I could never do it. And then my mom was like, "Jay, can you cry on pitch?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, yes." So I entered the stage in a conga line, crying to the pitch of the song, which was
It was so funny.
one of my favorite parts of the whole show.
So funny.
Yeah, but those callbacks
Interesting.
were so funny. They were so unhinged.
I love callbacks like that. I mean, Les Mis
That's
had
how
one
I
just like
felt
that. Were you
with
in the room?
Matilda.
You guys doing from like for Matilda like that?
The callbacks from Matilda were legendary.
Oh my god.
The one with Trunchbull and Honey lasted like 30 minutes, and I never got bored. Like
That was so
usually in
good.
a callback when I'm like watching a bunch of scenes, I'm like, can this end?
That was like
Oh
the
my
best
gosh.
callbacks
The
ever.
callbacks for Annie were so good. There was an hour and a half callback for Lily and Rooster, and I was cackling the
Wow.
entire time. I ended up in a
Yeah.
conga line with Lyric, Kinley, and Ethan. It was amazing.
Heck yeah,
That was
period.
Mhm.
What
I
is
got
it
down
with
on my
people
knees
in
and started
conga
sobbing.
lines during callbacks?
Conga lines are
No,
just cool. What can
It
we
was a
say?
kick
Dude.
line, not a
Yeah.
conga line.
But there can either be really good callbacks or absolutely draining callbacks. And like that's how I felt with Adams. Adams raining, just
Oh my god.
there from like 9 a.m. for dance auditions and then all the way back.
I was strained after just the grandma ones. Like
Just
I
the
loved
grandma
I
one.
loved being in the callback so much, but it's just like there was a weird
Yes.
air outside the room, and it was just like weird.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, every
it
time
was-
that I've done a callback, it's been like, well, there's been some certain situations, but like every time I've felt safe in the room, we're having fun, we're doing conga
Yeah.
lines, I guess. The only time I've ever felt intimidated, the only time I've ever felt intimidated by an artistic team during a callback was Jean Valjean. They were so serious that I
Wait.
got scared.
I never heard about this.
Well, I
I-
mean, it was a very like special call. It was only me and Manny, you know.
It was just oh yeah, I forgot it was just you two.
Yeah, it was just me and Manny for getting called back for Jean Valjean,
So it was literally just like, okay, so one of you is the role and one of you is the
and one of you is the cover and probably something else. Yeah. So I don't know.
and then Manny ended
there
up
was-
getting Marius and had to cover Valjean.
He did cover me, but luckily, like he told me during the show, Preston was like, "Please do not get sick. I swear to God, if you get sick, I'm gonna kill you. Do not get sick." Yeah,
I will kill you dead.
yeah, and you know what?
In the
Fa-
wise
fair
words of
enough.
Jonathan, I will cry pickles right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Yeah,
forgot
but, like,
about that.
I don't know what it was. There might have been something else in the air, or was it later in the day? I have no clue. But like most times, the artistic team is smiling, they're having fun during callbacks. This one, they were just so serious on their faces, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm
Sound
not
of Music-
intimidated at all. So
Sound of Music, the
Yeah.
artistic team was fine and everything, but I was sitting in a room with the only three other people being Sam, Chloe Bryant, Chloe Peterson, and they're just so incredible.
yes,
So beyond incredible. And I was the most
I have a
intimidated.
congratulations that we haven't said yet.
Wait, what is it? Is it
Chloe
and
Peterson is
Marymount?
going to Marymount Manhattan College.
Yeah, she is!
Congratulations!
Let's go,
No,
Chloe.
Not yet.
Yes,
There we go.
Period.
that's a respectable.
Yeah,
one.
but Joseph callbacks were so much fun. My favorite one was Kanan Days, and specifically Keaton during Kanan Days, because he could not do a French accent to save his godforsaken life. Oh my god, he was like, "No one comes to dinner now. We'd only eat them anyhow." It was so funny.
My favord part, like this wasn't
Okay,
in
besides that.
callbacks, but it was like whenever he just went with the French accent, he was like, "Todos canon days."
We gotta talk
I'm
about
so
that.
glad I was
'cause
facing
Ja-
down for that
So
scene.
freaking Keaton, my mom, because the part in Kanan right after the dance break is Jacob like speaking, and usually it's just one guy sitting in the. He's just saying, "Dos Kanan days, we used to know," and like he's just like sad, but my mom was like, "Keaton, I want you to chug that bluebell. I want you to cry into your sheep. Like I want this to be." So he was like falsetto screaming. My favorite part is he went, "Dos Kenandes." Just fully dropped a whole octave. And then my
It was
favorite
like
one,
the
I think
mood
we
just
all
and
went.
then
bursted out laughing
all of
on
us-
stage.
a few of us had to smoke. during Kanan days. It was me, Adam, Tristan, Ryan, and Will, I think was it, that got to smoke. And Keaton Keaton should have had a cigarette, but we just never gave him one. So he had a big tub of cookie two-step ice cream and pretended
that one
to
was Rocky
smoke
Road.
a spoon.
It was beautiful.
Wait, he
And
did?
he's like eating out of it,
Didn't
and
know
at
that.
one point he goes, those Canaan days we used to know. Where have they gone? Where did they go? So funny. Like on the
It's a
final
2-in-1.
show, like I always look at
It's a
Keaton
bundle.
just for a challenge to see if I can break it. If I don't, I just go, and then I can cover myself cackling. But I usually did it every show. But when he went, where did they go? I lost it. I could not contain myself. Oh, it was so funny. Keaton
Okay.
made some bold, phenomenal choices.
So you guys got to smoke on stage, and some people who were under the age of 18 got to do it as well.
We chose
Yeah.
I think we chose the oldest brothers, and of course
Okay.
Will, because he was the soloist.
Because when we did ours, they said explicitly, if you are under the age of 18, you will not hold a cigarette.
I think it
So
was
I
a
never
weird
got to do
situation because the only 18-year-old
Uh-huh.
brother was me. I was the only brother that
Probably.
was 18. So they
Valid.
chose like 18 that wanted to smoke. Sorry, on my mic. I don't know what's
You're good.
but
Is your
they
voice
chose-
suppression on?
Huh?
Is your voice suppression on?
How do I turn it off?
I don't know.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, I'll check
I-
in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, the ones that wanted to smoke did. So
Yay. I
it
love
was so
Hooray
Hey,
fun.
for I
smoking.
love smoking.
Hey, let's not say that on the podcast.
That's why I said fate.
Echo cancellation, noise suppression, none. Would that help?
Yeah, sure. Let's try that.
Hello.
So,
Okay, we're gonna pray.
It, it is a little better now.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. Okay, period. So yeah. So the 16 to 18-year-old wanted to smoked. So me,
I
Adam.
don't know. Was Jonathan not given the choice? Because he would have definitely said yes.
Yeah, you're right.
I think there's
that's
only
how it was.
so many cigarettes to go around, and that's
He
just
might
kinda
have had
how
a
it goes.
choir thing when we blocked the number.
Yeah, he always has choir things. He almost missed the second half of the show.
Oh yeah, he almost
fact,
had
guys.
Oh,
missed
yeah.
the whole second weekend of shows.
That would have been
In
fun.
fact,
Jacob
so
Jacob was
Jonathan
him
was
in
my-
promos. Jacob was a brother for the promo pictures.
Yeah, I
Well,
also had to
Jacob's
dance with
awesome.
Jacob's one.
And I never recognized
People-
that.
I love Jacob.
People
No,
who
he
haven't
no,
seen me,
it was okay. You're tall. You are tall
I
compared
am
to Jacob.
5'9". There were three people that were called back for brothers that were taller than me.
Or about the same height. It was me, Ryan, and John.
No, you weren't even in that group, Jay. They only had me dance with Ryan, Jonathan, and Ethan.
Ethan was the other one. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay, you're right. I
And
thought
then
it
they
was just
cast
you for
me as
some reason.
Jonathan's wife, right? And so on the first day of rehearsals, we're getting to know each other, and he goes, "By the way, I might miss the second weekend of shows." And I'm like, "What?" 'Cause
My
the cover for the
mom
brothers-
did have a plan to switch, like just to
Yeah.
switch one person and then to put Jacob with a. I think they were gonna put Ryan, and then put Jacob with Ella.
Because
they're
I
close
can't
to the
dance
same
with
height.
someone that much shorter than me.
Yeah.
Which we did have to do for the days that Jonathan missed rehearsal, which was kind of funny.
It was very funny. Love him though.
It was really funny.
Y'all, can we just take a second to shout out Lily and Jake? Because
Oh
we
my
had
gosh.
we had one swing for 12 brothers. Then we had one swing for
That's
11.
actually crazy.
It was insane.
It was
It was
insane.
absolutely crazy.
Props to them because they remembered so much.
And then like
Yeah.
it was like Lily, I know like at least for Lily, she wasn't in most of the rehearsals for our actual like Potiphar
Yeah, because Jacob too,
wife
man.
stuff. Yeah, no, it's like
Lily never got to learn her own stuff outside of like the wife stuff until like 2 weeks before the show. So
literally
Yeah.
exactly.
super congrats to her. She did awesome.
Super congrats.
That was
yeah,
insane.
seriously. And I will ever congratulate Jacob for this because I don't think I missed one rehearsal for Joseph. So he never had to cover Ruben and always was was never in like my dances. And I covered Joseph So I had my cover run that one Friday that just we were all like, guys, we need to lock in. We had one. There's always
Yeah.
that one rehearsal you have in a show where you run through the show and we're like, guys, we need to step it up. And then the next day we're like, okay, that actually like
Jay, when you're done
It
with
was
your
like an
story, let me
overnight
talk about the
change.
chair.
oh my god, yes. Please.
Finish your story first.
Yes, please. No, we're doing that in a second. Yeah, but I'm doing my Joseph cover run, and I'm watching all the stuff for the brothers to see how it's going. And Jacob is in every single spot that I'm in. I'm like,
He's incredible.
oh my god, he must have had like a spreadsheet of where bro was doing the most, and I was like, oh my
I know, right?
gosh, like dude, he was absolutely phenomenal.
Literally.
Second
No,
to
there's
appreciate
no
it,
words.
He was 11 in that show.
He was 11.
Yes.
Wow.
And he did
Covering
so
every
phenomenal.
single brother.
It was absolutely
Jeez.
incredible.
And he had
So,
like
so
a
fun.
different trick for every brother that he had to do in Jacob. I'm like, oh my god. Because he did like a back handspring across the stage for Ruben, and he
I know,
did like a
right?
little
Just-
wee for Issachar. Like,
Like
what?
one shot, like I was watching a video and he just pulled that out. I'm like, what? I
Yep.
wanna...
And then for Judah, he had because like Rozzy like slid to the beginning of the stage, and Adam was supposed to go Judah and like jump over him, and
Yeah.
Jacob went Judah and dropped into a split. Like,
See,
what?
I was gonna do the splits, and then I realized because of those, because we were basically barefoot, that would have been really painful to
The toe
do.
thongs, yeah.
Yeah, the toe
Just about
thongs,
the
and I'm
toe
like,
thongs.
I can't do this.
Toe thongs?
You're
Yes, they're like
Yeah.
I'm
you know,
sorry?
Turners, you know what Turners are, Jack? They only cover like the first half of your foot. They're like a ballet shoe, but they only cover the first.
Yeah,
Yeah, only the
those,
ball
It's
of your foot.
those, but if this is your foot, it's like here and then it like goes through this. So it's like
Yeah.
it literally is a toe diaper.
So yeah,
Didn't cover your toes, it only covered the balls of your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So weird.
basically.
I hate them so much.
It was great.
oh
Okay,
my
what
I
was
can
this
tell you
chair
guys
you're
loved
talking
it.
about? Because I'm not. I forgot
It
what
was
chair you're talking about.
so funny.
So the chair's situation was.
Oh, I do
in
have a
Kane and
video of
Days-
Jacob's drop split from rehearsals.
Oh, you're pulling it up? Cool.
Yes, if I can
So in
find it.
Canaan Days, all of the
There we go.
wives went to dance on the chairs that the brothers were sitting on, in the
Oh,
middle of it for the
okay.
right?
Yeah,
Well,
I found the
we
video
all
by the
go
way.
to get
Really
our
quick.
chair. We go behind the brothers. We're about to get our chairs. I go to grab mine or the chair that I was going to dance on, and Blake Burke takes that chair and brings it off stage.
Oh.
All of the wives are doing their little dance break thing, and I'm doing it too. Except I don't have a chair, so I'm just doing the whole
Oh,
thing. Standing
Wait,
up.
was this during a show?
Is this during a show?
No, this was during the cover run.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
That was crazy.
It was during the
girl.
cover run, and so every day after that, we had a wife backstage whose only job was to count the chairs to make sure that they
Those
didn't
chairs
bring
always
them out.
stress me out. I thought
And
we
then
were about to walk on.
Mika would come backstage every show and gather the brothers and go, how many chairs? How many chairs? How many chairs? How many chairs?
You wanna know
One
why
chair,
we did
one
that?
chair.
One chair,
Because
one
there
chair,
were
one chair,
3
two chairs.
times. There were 3 times that I had to bring on an extra chair because there were only 10 on stage.
Crazy work.
Yeah,
I
chair
don't know how that
logistics
even
were
happened.
crazy.
All of the
Either.
brothers sit. Also, here's
Maybe
the
some were,
video
like,
of
on the
Jacob
floor?
freaking killing it. Hold on, let me. You can see. Just wait.
Kinda.
Then
Just mildly.
boom.
Oh!
Drop
It
plate.
was
That's
incredible.
Bonkers.
gorgeous.
So if
I was
you're
checking it out.
listening to the podcast, turn that part and just like zoom in on my screen because Jacob
Yeah.
is the most incredible driver ever. It is like
It's
If you're
beautiful. So-
driving right now, get on your phone and watch it.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
don't.
Watch it later. And then
I
I
don't
want
care
to
if
take
you're
a
on the
second to shout
freeway,
out the
do
people
it.
that got
Stop on
awards
the side of the
for
road.
Joseph.
Got
I
what?
want to nominate the people. I want to like talk about the people got awards for Joseph
Yes.
because
Yay.
it was so phenomenally deserved on all ends. Elizabeth Ellison got the Watchdog, which is killer. She was Aiden's wife. Did they get divorced?
Yes.
Good for them.
Not the clapping.
They needed that.
Heck yeah. Yeah, divorce.
Pretty sure they got divorced.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Isaac Sharma got the
Yes.
leapfrog,
Love
my
him.
icon. Love him.
Period.
was awesome.
There's 3. The screwball went to Jacob because of how he got to like right up on that camel and almost fell.
Got
'cause
to ride Frankie.
stage. He got to ride Frankie. Just
He
pretty
literally
pretty
was just
incredible.
like,
Like, who
Literally
would not
just-
want to just
Who
take
would
a
not
little
want to just
stroll on
take Frankie across that stage? Amanda got the spark.
That's me.
Yay.
Hi.
for hanging onto Isaac's leg and screaming and
That was so
crying.
That was crazy.
Beautiful.
And
No.
then Ollie got the rose.
That was like
always incredibly proud, because that
That was-
whenever I'm gonna just talk about that really quick, because I saw that Ollie got the narrator and I was like, because she was talking to me at callbacks about how she's like gaining like more trust in her faith. I'm like, okay, period, good for her. Then she went to the worship night and I saw her like going crazy, hands in the air, don't care. And it was
I love
awesome.
staying next to her for that. It was like
It
she
was,
had such
it
good
was
energy.
really awesome. And then we just saw her with the kids chorus, and I feel like all of us were kind of like, so
She's getting Rose, right?
yeah. So whenever my mom announced that Ollie won, we all stood to our feet within a
my
matter of 0.5 seconds. Like we all were like, yes! It was awesome. That was one of my favorite
so
strike parties ever.
Literally.
One
And
of
then, like,
my
so
favorite.
fast,
Jack. Oh, it did go so fast. It went too fast.
But you know
didn't
what
even
was
have
the
time to
best
get
part of
everyone
that whole
divorced.
night? The best
Huh?
part of that whole
I
night
know.
was Tyler at the Culvers.
Tyler!
Tyler!
Yes!
I love
Oh
Tyler.
my gosh.
He was so
Tyler.
good.
This
I love him.
legend of a man.
Tyler, hold on.
Oh god, I love him so
Let me
much.
get
He was so
let me
cool.
get the photo.
He was the one server that had like all of us.
Poor guy.
Poor man. But like we were all like,
Hold
he's a
up, hold
legend.
up.
We took a picture of him.
Yes, he's like
Tyler.
it's
He's
not
that
very
blue
good
shirt guy.
quality, but he's
I
like
love Tyler.
he's like all the way there. That man right there. Shout out to
Oh, he
Tyler
looks like
at
Mr.
Culver's
Beast.
on North Park. He's
Yes. He
awesome.
He looks like Mr.
I just remember-
Beast.
He looks like Mr. Beast. We all
He
thought he was
does
in like his
kind of.
20s, 18.
Yeah, no. And what was funny is like I remember at some point he came by and he was like, and he was referring to like the order number,
The
and he was like,
number.
and he just said, "Are any of y'all 21?" And we're just like, both, all just like,
Are you
no, I'm.
offering us alcohol?
Oh, at this Culver's?
We were all just like, no, we're 18, we're 17, we're 19, we're 15, we're 12, and then
He
it was like,
I'm talking about the number, dog.
and then he came back after going to like one of the other tables. It was like, bro, you guys are crazy. They said the same thing.
You guys are
Because
crazy.
we were in
this.
like two different groups.
Half
One
of
of
the
us was
people were
outside,
sitting
one of us was
outside.
inside.
And half of the people were sitting outside, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
It was all the young people and the old people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was just.
But, you want to know what my favorite... Jack, would you kill me if I... Hello. If I sent you, like, a small clip for you to edit in the podcast?
Nah, go ahead and do it.
Okay. The brothers got to perform for Strike Party those Canaan days
Oh.
on kazoo.
That was
You
the
guys
best
did a
thing
kazoo!
Do
ever.
I have my kazoo?
Yes!
Yeah,
oh my
we did.
god!
Because I
Finally.
decided to stalk the Les Mis page, and I found A Heart Full of Love on kazoo.
Oh, I forgot that you did that.
And I was like,
That's
oh my god, I
incredible.
have to do this. So we were
I
gonna
don't
do
have my
Joseph's
kazoo.
Dreams, and I'm like, it would be even funnier if we did Canaan Days.
Yeah.
So we went from the "It's funny, but since we lost," like that whole bit with all the solos. We thought we'd go all the way there and do the end with the full harmonies and everything on kazoo.
It was beautiful.
Okay. So wait, you got inspiration from when
Les Mis, and I also got inspiration from the quartet from Music Man doing
I was gonna
It's
say
You on
because yeah, we were the first to do it kind of in Music Man, that It's You on kazoo.
It's You on
Was
kazoo.
I a part of that Les Mis one? I don't remember if I
No, it was Manny, Julia, and Jordan.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of, I was in the Heartful Love reprise, not the first one.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
they did the first one.
Want to
Yes.
know what I really want to do for Hades Town? I want to get the whole cast. We do Epic 3 on kazoo.
Dude, start buying the kazoos, stock up.
Stock up for real. It depends on how big the cast is. Yeah.
I think if you could
It's gonna
probably
be
get the whole
big.
cast.
Oh, you could probably get us in on it. And we all go to the stage, and like it's just a few people. The whole cast enters the stage, and we're just like, King of Shadows on kazoo.
Just Jay stands up and is like, "Everybody, grab a kazoo!
Kazoo!
Let's go!"
What a best way to end out my
No,
CYT
you know what I
career.
need to
With-
hear?
with the
I need to hear
kazoo.
chant. I need to hear chant on
Chant
kazoo.
on kazoo would be crazy.
I think that'd be even better.
Chant on
'Cause, like,
chant
imagine, like,
two
you're
on
in a
kazoo.
seat.
Imagine Hades screaming, "I conduct the electric city" on kazoo.
That would be so
That would be
good.
so funny. Yeah,
That
but
needs to be
Canon
the
Day was on
actual
because it
show.
was pretty legendary. Because I was expecting it to either be like totally suck. We all started out in the wrong key. I'm like, guys, can we all get the key? And whenever I said that, from then on, the harmonies were peak.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It was so good. It was
It was
actually
pretty
gorgeous.
iconic. And you can hear Paulina at the end go, I love it. I love it. She was so proud.
That's so
So
good.
talking
I
about
fear
funny
the
things,
first. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I want to bring up the punches.
Please.
And the bloody
So-
toes too. Just all the
And the
injuries
bloody
all
toes,
together.
yes. You should squeeze it all together. So there were 11 wives and 11 brothers, and we were all dancing, right? So there was a lot of bodies on stage, a lot of people hitting each other. During One
A
More
lot
Angel,
of people hitting each other.
a lot of people.
So
Specifically
many.
during One More Angel, there was a dance move where we had to put our hands on each other's shoulders, so our partner's shoulders. And for this one show,
Was it this
that
one though?
happened- yes, it was. No,
I
it was
love
the
that one.
dur 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 dur.
Oh, it was the bump. The
And
whole
then
thing.
that
Okay, I
one,
get
you
what
put
you're
it
talking
on.
about. Oh,
I love the fact that you're
okay,
like
I
just
know what
totally
you're
speaking in another language right now.
Yeah.
I have no idea
We
what
You know
all,
the
we could
dur,
all
dur,
just go.
part.
My favorite one was go from you just go to home base, and then like we would immediately go there, like go to weird home base. We go to our ones
Yeah.
more Angel. It was
So
really
great.
good.
Anyways, punch
But
it.
Go with
for that
wonky
specific
circle.
part-
So fun.
that specific part, I tried to put my hand on Jonathan's shoulder and I missed a little and I like hit his face on the way to doing it and I was like, oops, that's kind of funny. And then the second later, when he put his hand on my shoulder, he flat out punched my face, getting hit there. Like,
Bam!
damn.
Abuse at its finest.
More than
No.
that, our
Abuse
parents
at
were
its
both watching the show
finest?
that day.
Abusive husbands.
Okay.
Oh no.
Our parents were both watching the show that day. So we started laughing. We got back into character. We finished the dance. But didn't hurt that bad. I got
I
off
need to
stage.
look
I was
at
like,
that
guys,
because-
this was so funny. And then Lillian Shelton looks at me and goes, Elizabeth, why are you bleeding? So I had a cut
The
on my
fact you
lip.
went off stage and told people and none of them pointed it out is so fun. They're like, oh my god, yeah. Okay, just left.
I also want to apologize to Ryan because every time we did Go 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 Joe, I would step on him while he was doing a spin. Because the guys had to get down on the floor and spin, and their fingers were out like this, and I would step
we
on
had
his
to
fingers
roll,
about
you
every
right.
show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, during the roll.
That was fun.
So my bad.
Go Go Joe looked so good until we got to the stage and we
Yeah.
figured the whole
We had a lot less
And
space
we're like,
on.
uh-oh.
we had a whole
Yeah.
lot of space. It still
I got-
looked phenomenal, but at the same time,
would
like-
also
I
like to
remember.
oh, wait, Amanda,
No,
go.
How many
Sorry.
people?
Oh,
How many
sorry.
people were bleeding? I found blood on my shoes 3 different shows. I know
Adam
one of them
was,
was
Jonathan
I was one of
was,
them
I
during 2
was.
different shows.
Adam also was bleeding. Will was bleeding.
I was bleeding.
Brooke was bleeding. Jay was bleeding. I had a bleeding lip, if that counts.
Yeah. It was a
They're
lot of
bleeding.
blood.
There's a lot of
Wait,
blood.
Jay, when were you bleeding?
Oh, I don't know. I got off. I don't remember it happening. I just got off stage and I looked down. I'm like, oh, my foot.
Yeah, no, I stepped in blood multiple times.
Yeah.
Awesome.
In your white boots.
Yes, only my white boots once. My go-go boots got blood on them, but then the other times it was on my barefoot and my tights.
Ooh, yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
But yes,
I would
those
I
are-
would be like, for both of the shows, I would like just be doing my thing and then I'd like look down in sadness because there's one more angel and I just look at my toe and it's just blood and I'm like, guys.
I hope I don't get my blood on my partner.
Like, sorry, Elise.
The first time I found the blood, we had a green room mom going and making sure everyone was okay because there's blood. And they were like freaking out.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
One of my favorite scenes to perform that whole show was freaking
What?
Joseph Streams, man.
Oh my
That
gosh.
Fosse number, Mika
So cool.
made like a full-on, like, bowler hats, like, Fosse number. Like,
It was
if y'all have ever
awesome.
seen Chicago, it's like that big song with all of the dudes, like, just doing all of this, like bowler hat choreography. It was like a spoof of that, and it was absolutely iconic. It was so cool.
It looked so good. That was probably
I
one of
might
my
have
favorite
my
things to
bowler
watch.
hat.
Just
Hold
this
on.
one part that we had to go. It was like we had to with our bowler hats. You had to take them off. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then get down on our knees for 7 and 8. And it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they were all going at like different times. It
Never
looked
mind.
It was so
so
good.
cool.
I did that dance backstage every show.
Good, as
Yeah.
you should.
Oh, and like all the brothers would be doing the what the Pharaoh's song,
We'd be
whichever
all
that
doing
one
like
is.
I was wondering a little
Yeah,
about
Pharaoh's
like,
Dreams.
so
Like we'd be
yeah.
singing that one.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Hmm.
What was your favorite like funny choice that was made in the show that you happened, Joseph? Like there were a lot of funny, just like little funny bits that were there in the show. And
That we
I
each
think
made, or
there's a
that
really-
or that that we each made, or someone else made.
Either one, honestly.
My favorite choice that I made was Jonathan had his like low note solo in One More Angel.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
It was like super low, super impressive. And we were all supposed to be crying, and so every time he did that on stage, I would go and just like start swooning and falling.
Just, oh, that's my boyfriend. That's my husband.
Every time, it was so fun.
On the
I
last
made him
show-
break during what was it, pickup rehearsals, when he first saw it and he started laughing on stage. It was amazing. I loved it.
The pickup
rehearsal
so
was
bad.
Pickup
Oh my gosh!
was
And
so
the
bad.
tricycle fell off stage.
That was
Oh,
scary.
that was funny.
When you see
That
my
was-
dad walk up to
that
the
was
stage,
funny.
that's how you know stuff's going down.
Yeah, when Ron Nayland walks to the stage, you know we're cooked. Because
he knocked
Isaac
on a
gets
speaker.
off. Because Jack, let me translate for you. For
Yeah.
our Chariot of Gold, we had the kids chorus and like those horse thingy-mabobs, and
Yeah.
they were like riding around Manny, which was cute. We had a adult tricycle for our chariot that Isaac legit drove in circles around the stage.
It was so.
It was so sick. Until
It's so funny.
he said it at the front of the stage when he was supposed to get Jacob and bring him over. It fell
It just rolled straight off.
into the
rolled off.
audience.
During pickup
It
rehearsal,
flat
no one
out
was
just
there.
went-
Yeah.
It was just like, pretend it's like, watch this. It goes, so Jacob came to Egypt. Like literally. Just,
It felt in like slow motion too. We were like,
It felt
I
like-
get it, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you can hear, everyone start go, so Jacob, like, you can hear everyone like,
And I was
It
backstage and I was
so
watching.
because
And it was like,
I don't know what's happening. I'm backstage. So all the brothers immediately like did somebody
We're like,
die? And
"Guys,
we all like
what just
run
happened?"
onto the stage to see Isaac and Keith in the middle of the stage. It's like, what happened? And we all look and Ollie's just like, and all we just see is big gold blob in the middle of the audience.
if
More
that's
than that,
Isaac and
it
that's
hit a
Keaton,
speaker on the
where's
way
the
down.
chariot?
Yes, that's what my dad
That
came
did
down.
happen. That's why Ron went down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
it was like it
tricycle.
fell in like slow motion too. So that's why we were all like, no, 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 no.
It
was so
started
funny
to
'cause it was
slowly
just like-
roll. It was like
Oh, Jacob keeps you reach. Like it just
Yeah.
went down so bad.
Luckily, that was the only
Okay,
time that
so
happened.
was your funny choice that
my
Wait, what?
funny choice was like swooning over.
on the
over-
last show she did Glinda's?
Oh yeah, afterwards I did the tuk tuk. and
That's
was
so
like,
good.
Yeah, I have a couple. I have two favorites. That props to my mom, man. Was freaking Rozzy at the end of Canaan Day.
That was
Because
so
what
good.
we did with that is,
Oh,
since it
yeah.
was a big French ballad in a cafe, my mom was like, Brandon, make the lights red, white, and blue, and Rozzy is gonna stand on a chair in the back and wave the red flag.
Said
So-
CYT language on it. Fun fact.
That said CYT Les Miserables on the side, which saw the Les Mis on the
So I
So
thought
It was so-
I thought you were gonna say it said CYT land on. I'm like, what? Oh my god! It's like people should
What?
join the
Yeah.
server,
We
you
legit-
know? It
just
exists.
promote the server.
Yeah.
Sponsored it.
We were gonna have a big red flag in the back. And then my favorite part of that whole situation was we were all falling to the floor at the end of Canaan Days, and
And pause.
Jesus, I don't know what's wrong with my mic.
And Rozzy,
I think you got too far away from it.
Yeah, it is
Okay,
what it
well,
is.
I'm right. Should I just put it right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put
Hello.
it there.
Okay, so I'm back. And my favorite part about that whole situation was after everyone like died at the end of Canaan Days and like fell over, like passed out before the dun 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 whole dealio. We were waving. He was waving the flag for like 5 seconds after everyone got done, and then he's like, "Oh shoot!" So he like kind of just gently set it down and sat down on the floor and passed out.
And then just like so calmly took his hat off and just went.
He just went.
And I'd just be like
just
laying
fell.
on the ground, and I'm just like hearing the audience, and I'm like, I honestly
is
didn't know
happening?
what was happening.
Yeah. And then my
What's
second
happening there?
favorite
Like,
choice
what's happening?
was we were all murdering the goat with like kitchen utensils.
Yes.
Oh my god!
There was a
Out of
fly
hammer.
swatter. There was a spork. There was
Ryan with the
there were-
chainsaw.
There were tongs.
Ryan with a chainsaw.
There were tongs. And then on the final, sold to be a slave, Ryan Barry. Well, in the beginning, what my favorite part was, well, all of us were doing it. He was just in the back, just like this, like, and he was,
Oh, he did the.
and then on the final, sold to be a slave, he pulled up a chainsaw, and all of us were like, and that's how the
I
number
were
ended
like-
while it blacked out. It was,
Oh my god.
yeah. There she is.
didn't you-
Oh my
This is
god.
super slow.
Wait,
It's like
Jay. Didn't you
Sold to
also
be a
lick?
slave.
Didn't you also like lick your utensil?
I did
while-
lick my utensil.
I looked over
I
at
had-
some point.
I had like the thing like brush sauce onto meat, whatever that's called.
oh, that
and-
thing.
Yeah, that thing. And I was like killing it, and I went
Not know what it's called either.
It was
like
so
during
gross.
a show, and the
It was
whole
so-
audience
Meat
went,
brush.
"Oh!" I was like, "Oh."
I was like, that was nasty.
Okay, Amanda, what was yours?
Okay,
Your
so
favorite funny Joseph choice.
I'm gonna say one I did and one that someone else did.
Okay, realness.
So this one kept killing me each time. It was what was it? During Canaan days. And specifically during rehearsals, because I couldn't really hear it as well. Well, when we were at the Bender, but it was whenever you and Adam were sobbing, hugging towards the end, and you just flat out screamed, "Ah, baguette!" That's all.
I forgot
like,
to do that because Will like cut the fly with the thing. And went, we were all like, "No!" And then he goes, "Days," and then like the bum 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 bum, but we're all crying. I went, "Oh,
not like us?
baguette!"
Two petite monstre, or whatever it was.
I
That
just,
was funny.
sorry, I just heard Jay go bum 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 bum. I'm like, not like us.
You said what?
Not like us.
Not like us.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, he did that.
Say Drake. No, I was kidding.
Say Drake.
No.
I'll
And
recite
then
the whole thing because I can do that.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I can definitely
Totally.
do that, and I won't get canceled.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
that was great. And then my favorite was Blake screaming "Tu petit monstre," which means you in French.
it was so
Didn't
good.
hear what you said, Jay.
Yeah, I
Try
didn't think
again
I
with
was-
the-
"Tu petit monstre,"
Which means what?
Which means
my little monster.
my little
Okay.
ones.
And then
Amanda, what was your other one?
the one that I did, I mentioned it earlier, latching on to Isaac and Ethan's legs during or what was it? Stone the Crows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Because
see
it
if
w-
I can find that photo too.
Oh. Speaking of Ethan, two things. One, made for that role.
He was
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yes.
Truly made for that role. He grew so much. He just became like looser and looser with that microphone. During like one of the numbers, it was so fun. And then when he did this rasp on the tattered, yeah, like that whole bit when he's talking about the corn, and he did like this big rasp opt up, and all of us backstage were like bop shoo whoa like
That's
Whoa,
why
She was
whoa,
whenever-
whoa.
yeah, it was so funny.
whenever
We were all
the
like,
fan
yo! Backstage, we couldn't really do anything because we were singing, but after we got done with those bop shoo wops, we were like, holy crap.
it was funny because I remember like because the fans were on stage just like full on losing their minds over Ethan. I just remember me and Lily, we just went insane. We were just like the whole time. Hi, Frankie.
Yeah, it was awesome. But and then another one funny choice that I had was that Ethan had this big red scarf,
oh,
and during the reprise he took it off and threw it towards the fans, and they were fighting over it like the hey, and then like he would throw his thing and he would go hey, and the other two fans would go and they're catfighting, and then Eli Hampshire, little Hampshire, walks in over them fighting it. And he grabs it, and then he goes, "Hey!" and he goes, "Yes!" and runs off stage.
so good. Actually, there was
It
something else
was
funny about that.
So funny.
There was
Found
something else.
you grabbing Ethan.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Also, another funny thing about the scarf thing. So, technically, this is going to lead into two funny little mishaps that happened during tech. So,
We're gonna have to wrap it up after Adam goes, so keep him.
okay. there was 2 separate points when I had jewelry fall off during that number, and specifically during that bit with the scarf. Because I was the one that Eli stole the scarf from, and then he somehow, like, because like I would hold my arm out like this, like trying to hold it away from the other fans, and then he somehow, like, as he was grabbing it, he somehow grabbed one of my bracelets and just ran off with it. I was just like, what? It was so good. And then the other one was just my headpiece flew off my head and landed onto Lily's mic. So that was iconic.
Then Adam, what was yours?
Okay, so I've got 2. Both were during Canaan days, because of course it's during Canaan days. So during the big section where like all the brothers are crying and stuff, I would walk up to one of the giant pillars that are in the bender, and I would like just kick it, just like straight up kick it, and then I'd be like jumping on one leg, like I love like making it seem like I'm like accidentally hurting myself in front of the audience, and then after that I'd be like, darn it, and then I like start banging my head into the wall in frustration.
It was so
It was awesome. And then earlier in the song, when all the girls are dancing and the brothers are just kind of off on the side of the stage, I had one leg hanging over the stage, and then I would be sitting on the stage, and then I would start laying down, and then I would start very slowly, like, my body would be shifting over the edge of the stage, and my goal was to make at least one person in the audience think I was about to fall off the stage. I mean, I never did, but like, I always wanted to scare someone, so I guess that's my 2 favorite. And also, okay, one thing that we need to talk about is during Grovel, the brothers.
I was just about to say that.
Y'all, I hated y'all so much.
Because pretend like we're facing towards the back of the set, and the the fans are on the back. So the fans, Ollie and Isaac. Well, let me just say really quick, Isaac freaking killed Joseph.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
Killed it, ate it, devoured it. That's all we can sadly say because we're running out of time. But Adam, finish because it was so fun.
Yeah, so we were just grovel, cringe, bow, stew, fall, worship, egg, kneel, sponge, crawl, whatever, the whole shebang. But
The whole shebang.
while we were doing that, because we had our arms like this, the audience couldn't see our faces at all. So, you'd assume we'd have like, begging expressions. No, every brother just had a completely different face. Some mewing, some
No,
like...
we were like, it's like...
No.
No.
My girl was Tristan.
We just had
going like this.
all the
Like,
facial expressions. Yeah.
No, because then it was like even better because once y'all stopped begging and Isaac started singing, Tristan the whole time was just like, he was just
And Amanda,
I
I
have
could
this
see...
really big inside joke. If you know, you know, with Amanda, where I open a door and I just go. So I look Amanda dead in the eyes. I'm like, and I go back to begging.
You and Adam
There was
were
one
both
thing that we
making
mouthed
face.
to Isaac that we can't say.
Yeah, it's really funny, believe
And
us.
Adam, what were you going? You were about
It's
to say
very
something.
funny.
Oh no, I was just saying that like so you'd be trying to give your best, and I see you go, like just
You and
very
Ollie
subtly,
both, bro.
We cannot keep it together. We were like
During the first Sunday show, she broke on stage like almost out loud because the track went late, and she went. He's like, "Could it possibly be Benjamin? Yes, 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 Benj." You nasty you.
It was so good.
My favorite one from from the 2019 Joseph was when we didn't realize the cup was last. Griffin emptied the bag and it shattered on the floor, and Manny went, "Benjamin, you broke my." That was funny.
Oh my god.
Okay, we do need to stop.
All right. We do need to
I
stop.
need to start winding down for the night. So we are going to move on to our quack.
The
question.
quack question.
Yes.
Woo! Yay!
Quack. So this quack
Jack,
question.
stop it.
What?
I said, Jack, stop.
Okay, cool. Hold on, I'm chewing something. You should probably not do that. Okay.
This quack
So
question.
this
came
quack
up
question
2
is
seconds ago.
no. Someone replace your whatever. So this quack question is from us because we forgot to post something on Instagram. My bad.
Completely forgot.
So
Whoopsies.
our quack question today is: what is the best scene that you guys have danced in?
Wait, that was not the quack
It
question.
was like what our
it
favorite
was.
musical
That
number
was what was your favorite musical number you on a
Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So no
May I
beat.
return
Just go from
to the beginning?
the quack.
You do it
So
this
everyone.
time.
Sorry everyone. We had to refilm this. Jack didn't get the quack question right.
Stop.
We okay, we're gonna officially start. 3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry.
I swear to God.
This is all staying in, just so you guys know. I'm not cutting any of this.
No.
You get
dang it.
one chance, one opportunity. Mom Spaghetti, go.
3, 2, 1.
There is no 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not editing
Exactly.
this.
That was kind of the point of the joke, Jack.
We'll
Wait,
do it
okay,
again.
here we go. Our quack question.
10, 9.
Our quack question today is what is the best musical number you performed on stage and why? Answers.
I haven't actually decided on this one yet.
I can
Okay.
go.
I could.
Amanda
can
can
go. Yeah, Amanda, go.
Okay.
God.
So I have two. First one is Son of Man from Tarzan. That was just a lot of fun in general. And then When You're in Adams back in the fall. Because that was just, I feel like I just got to use all the grandma attitude to grammattitude to and just like go crazy with my dance, and it was just so much fun. So yeah, that's mine.
Yes.
Okay.
I have mine.
I need some clarification. So the quack question is, what was the best? What was our favorite musical number that I have been in?
Yes.
Okay. So I also.
It can be a dance number.
I also have. Oh, they're both dance numbers. Don't worry.
Oh, cool. Okay,
I have
great.
2. Speaking of that, so I mentioned it before in an episode. Super C Star Savior.
Well, yeah.
Where I felt the most powerful I've ever been. And then also, while I'm not the biggest fan of the show, I'm talking about Wizard of Oz. I did like being a jitterbug. The jitterbug scene was very fun. What was that for?
I was like, oh, bye.
The jitterbug scene was
Crazy
very
stuff.
fun, and I don't call myself a dancer, but I had a great dance partner for that one, Stephanie Miller.
Stephanie!
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that, and we all had a lot of fun with that dance too. You know, that's mine.
Okay, LOL. I have a few, but I'm gonna make them like mad quick. One. Oh my gosh, what is the name of it? Partner in Crime from Tuck Everlasting. Loved it more than anything. It is my favorite dance number I have ever done in a show ever. Number 2 is the Neva Flows reprise from Anastasia, because just the most powerful scene ever.
Yes,
it was
that's
my favorite acting.
I got to hold a gun in that
That's my
scene.
favorite
3
scene
was-
that I've seen from you.
3 was the Prodigal Son parable / Godspell, because I have never gotten to just let loose and go cuckoo bonkers on a stage before. I got to interpret dance, and my favorite part was when Travis said "but," and I went boom, and I like booty bumped.
That's
Royce.
what I most vividly remember from that whole show.
Foe was
Oh.
I got top 5.
Wow.
So LOL. So Partner in Crime what was the second one? Partner in Crime, Neva Flows, Prodigal Son from Godspell, Chip on My Shoulder from Legally Blonde. Specifically the ending, because I loved singing that. And then 5 is also from Tuck, 17, because doing that scene with Sam after manifesting for 6 entire years just was really, really cool. So, yeah, that's it.
Adam, you go.
Anyone else?
I knew I planned it, y'all.
Or
Wait,
are
wait.
you not? Wait, who's ready? I should have asked that. Elizabeth,
Yeah,
go.
you go.
Right. So mine, I first of all would like to say every song in Joseph was just so fun. I love dancing rolls, and that's the biggest one I've ever had. So loved that. Specifically, Go 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 Joe, or Joe 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 Go. It was really really fun. Just loved it. Getting to do partner stuff and lifts and bounce around, have fun.
Okay, I think I have mine. So, in no particular order, I would say Canaan Days from Joseph, just because getting to like be like so miserable on stage, because I don't know what's up with me, but like my
Isn't being
favorite
miserable
emotions
so
to
fun?
portray on stage are just misery and pain and agony, in like a comedic way. Like I love comedic pain and agony.
Adam?
No, not like that way, but it's just fun to do because like I don't know why.
Just thinking about your Sound of
Agony.
Music role right now.
Girl.
Okay. And
That's
then
not fun, girl.
let's see.
Kanan.
Yes, Kanan. And then I've also got Bombi Samba from
Dude,
Kitty.
Oh,
That was
killer.
probably the most fun dance number I've ever been in, and the goofiest,
Oh,
which is probably
I'm
why it's
so
the most
excited
fun.
about Super Bowl, bro.
Me
Mika's gonna go
too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I get
So
to come
excited.
back.
Yes, and that was a Mika dance number, so of course it was
Of
awesome.
course.
And
That
then
was
also,
not just a Mika dance number. That was a Mika dance number. Like that was insane.
oh yeah, and I meant to say earlier, if I had a nickel for every single time we used Aiden Lopez in a musical as a limbo pole, I would have 2 nickels.
Oh yeah, we used a limbo with him. We like did this.
During
We like did him
Benjamin
lifted him above,
Calypso.
and then apparently on the last show, every brother who went underneath him like smacked his butt.
Oh, I didn't do that.
That
I
was
had a
what my
blast.
mom told me.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Okay,
It's
we
'cause,
probably
like,
need to
my
wrap
mom
this
told
up.
me-
We
to my
can go
best
ahead
friend,
and
I was
end
like,
on
what
that
happened?
weird note.
No,
Wait, I've got one
Adam,
more. I've got one more, and it is We're
Okay.
on This Together from High School Musical. That's it.
Period.
Good
Yes.
answer. Very
We're
good.
all in this
answer.
together.
Stick to the status
Yeah.
quo was a great one for me.
That one was
but
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this episode. As you have seen,
Yes.
we have not been very consistent on episodes, and I apologize. So I'm going to give you the most consistent answer. The next episode of Goose Quack will come out eventually.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we
Yay.
plan, Jack?
Hooray
Can
for
we plan
consistency.
sometime for the end of April? Quack game.
To do Goose Quack games. Yes.
Expect Goose Quack games coming by the end of this month. That's all I'll say. Date later to come, but we will get that.
Try
Probably
that,
in between weeks for Mermaid.
That's what I was
because
thinking.
I'm getting towards the end of the academic semester, so it
Woo.
may be a little.
Yeah.
Actually, things are ending. I'm definitely gonna be able to do it. Never mind. Yes, I can do Goose Quack games.
Yay.
I think that I
expect
want to
Goose
do-
Quack game.
Eventually, is many podcasts have done this. Just a try not to laugh podcast where we like prep stuff before the podcast, like scripts and
That
stuff,
would be
or
fun.
just stupid jokes, and then we do that. I really want to do that.
I'm down.
Me too.
Madden's
Bless
good
okay.
at scripted making people laugh, but I would love to watch that one.
Or just doing it on site.
Juice
It's
aisle
whatever.
Goose Quack episode win.
What?
Absolutely.
Virtual Juice.
Virtual juice.
Okay.
It's our improv team
The
name.
juice.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, yes.
And context isn't important.
Well.
All right, y'all.
Like
So
context.
Okay.
thank you for tuning into our Joseph episode.
Yeah.
We're sorry it's 2 entire months late.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
They-
fine.
Sorry.
So we had to wait till I could stop
Thank you for
crying
tuning
about
in
it.
and still listening to Goose Quack. It means a lot to us. We are considering, by the time that Hades Town is over, turning this into a not CYT related podcast. Still family for the most part. No, just kidding. Still family friendly, but keeping up with Quack games and talking not all about CYT shows. Since at this point, by Hades Town in the fall, I will be aged out of CYT.
There's no way.
So
bro.
we want to convince, we want to continue Goose Quack, and we want to continue with this friend. We want to continue it not solely about CYT shows. Y'all get our drift?
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's gonna be the consideration. We'll still keep up with Goose Quack games and some fun things for you guys. Probably won't be as occasional, but you know, we'll still be around
Eh.
Nice.
mostly. All right, so
Okay.
thank you for tuning in to our Joseph episode. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We will come out with Goose Quack games sometime before the end of this month. Here's Frankie. Bye.
James
Bye,
Golden.
Frankie says
Come
bye.
on, James
Okay,
Golden.
that's
I'll play
good.
the freaking hand in the emoji.
We almost didn't get it in there. You gotta get that.
I'm James Gordon.
Chicken jockey.
Oh no.
Okay, so
If
I'm
I
gonna
get
do a bit,
copyrighted for that, I'm so sorry.